Oh, I love my job. I love traveling. I travel around a lot. People make the misconception about comics that we're on tour, and sometimes we'll brag about it like, hey, I'm going out on tour. Comics don't really ever tour. Rock stars, hip-hop artists, they go on tour. Comics, we're just in Jacksonville. Like, our tours don't have cool names. This isn't the Mark Ellis Invasion Tour. This is the let's see if Mark pays his rent again this month tour. I was paying my rent a couple months ago. I was in Indiana doing a college because success. And I was doing Valparaiso College, and I get in there, and I stayed at a hotel. I've never had the walls this thin in my entire life. And I'm staying there. I'm not going to name the hotel, but let's say if you were going on a holiday, this is an inn you want to avoid. Staying there, and I can hear people having sex above me. I can hear people having sex below me. I can feel people having sex right next to me. Yes, sir, old Mark Ellis was trapped in an Indiana fuck queue. And then I gotta go do a show the next day. I gotta do a college show, and the kids are great, they were awesome. It was like 300 kids there. So afterwards, we're doing the meet and greet, and I'm taking pictures with the 8 of them that stuck around, and they all came up, they all asked me the same question. They said, hey, are you gonna go to the chocolate factory? And I'm like, what is the chocolate factory? I think I might have heard some people going to the chocolate factory last night. I don't know what the term meant. I don't know if it's some colloquial Midwestern thing like, yeah, I hear he's taking her to the chocolate factory tonight. But no, apparently outside Valpo, there's like one of the more recognized chocolate factories in the United States, which is cool, except I am way too old to want to go to a chocolate factory. Because I'm an adult. Now, these college kids, they're wide-eyed, they're excited. They haven't seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory like I have seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Because when you're a little kid and you watch that movie, you think, wow, look at how much fun a chocolate factory would be. As an adult, you watch that movie and you realize none of those kids made it out of that factory alive. The only one that escaped with his life was Charlie Bucket, and he got the worst deal out of any of them. Charlie and Willie and Grandpa Joe take off in an elevator that has never been tested before. And Willie offers him in an elevator, so it's not like Charlie can say no. Willie says, you know what, Charlie, you get the keys to the factory. It's yours. Because what 13-year-old wouldn't want a factory job for the rest of his life? Wonka was running that place like the Fire Festival. Here's the keys, I am gone. Have fun with the investigation, I'm going to Aruba. So I did not go to the chocolate factory. I went to a nearby bar, and I had myself some fizzy lifting drinks. And I got nice, and I got drunk, and then I realized, hey, Mark, you're drunk. You know what it's time to do now? It's time to Uber your way back to your hotel. So I walk outside, pull up Uber, and I realize that Uber is a very different experience in Indiana. Because, I live in Chicago, I live in Los Angeles. You pull up your Uber here, and there's cars all around, and one of them is going to pick you up and take you home, right? Indiana, very different experience, because Uber in Indiana, that app, it's just a map. Randy is not awake, so you're walking home. And it's one of those moments of clarity you have, because you realize how much you rely on technology to take care of yourself. Like Uber, I trust that way too much. When you break it down, it's just an app on your phone. You hit a button, and some stranger in a Kia shows up. And we trust that person to give us a ride home. It's like, well, you knew my first name. I guess I'll show you where I sleep. Come on, it's this way.